if I said that right. And he will be talking to us about the stands in CIS countries, which we haven't really focused on too in depth here at the IOC in a while. He is the head of the Operations Control Center at Eurojet, and it's based in Prague, Czech Republic. It's a ground handling agent network that specializes in the region of Eastern Europe and also on Central Asia. So Lukas has worked in aviation for the past 15 years. Prior to Eurojet, he spent 11 years working for Czech Airlines. He did everything from being an airport check-in agent and also working the ramp. And then he moved into the operations side where he was manager of all their charter flights. His current position at Eurojet involves overseeing hundreds of different handling requests, permits, fuel releases, flight plans on a daily basis. And many of the flights that he helps coordinate do go to the Central Asian region. He is a native of the Czech Republic, and he's a graduate of the University of Economics in Prague. So please welcome Lukas.
So good afternoon, ladies and gents. Let me thank Nancy Pierce and everyone at Jefferson for the opportunity to participate in IOC and NBAA. Thanks, Nancy, for a very nice introduction, because the name was really spelled perfect. You are the first one in my life who said it correctly. And as many as you can hear, I'm originally from Eastern Europe, so I'm sorry if I'm difficult to understand, but actually, if fly to this region, you will have to hear people that sound like me. So this is good practice for you, so you can understand what we are saying there, okay? Anyway, I do promise I'm going to speak slowly, so you can understand as much as possible. I forgot to move the slide. So let me introduce you with the expected outline of today's presentation. We will start with a short and really quick geography lesson, following the stand and CIS countries introduction. Then we go to discuss some airport specifics, and I'd like to wrap up with some good-to-know tips for this region. So, as already mentioned, I'm from the Czech Republic, based in Eastern Europe, and honestly, based on several news broadcasted at CNN, I've decided to start the presentation with a really short geography lesson, clarifying the fact that Czech Republic and Slovakia are two different countries. One thing we do not like to when people refer to us as Czechoslovakia. We used to be one and the same, but almost 25 years we aren't. So make sure, if it works, yeah. Make sure you guys don't mix Czech Republic. Appreciate it. So anyway, before I proceed with the introduction of CIS and STEM countries, I'm really interested to know if anyone has ever flown to this region before. So can you please raise your hand up? Oh, it's still a good number. Okay, I was going to be increased after the presentation. Because we know why people are flying to United States, Africa, and Western countries, but why to fly there? So on the slide, I have listed like 3 main incentives. It's really emerging markets, oil, gas, and mineral industries, and flight support or trip support wise, Kazakhstan and Azerbaijan are great fuel stops once planning a trip not only to Asia, but to Afghanistan and Iraq too. When speaking about the STEM countries, what do we actually think of? STEM countries are those located in the Asian region, and their official names are ending with the suffix "STEM", which, by the way, in the local language can be understood as a place to live. However, we can surely say that the common naming STEM is where all the similarities end, because there are more than 100 different ethnic groups, and also the used languages are quite unique. And moreover, the closer you get to Russia borders, the more Russian Orthodox believers you can meet, compared to Muslims in the southern states. So that is all having a strong influence on culture and family life there. Anyway, there is a one fun fact, hopefully fun fact for you. All these countries share one significant and common object in their culture. It's called the Akateke horse. That is known for the speed and intelligence and for the price. Because the best foal might cost up to $1 million US. So an alternative horse might be a used Cessna Caravan, which costs basically the same as the horse. But I guess you guys will decide for a used Cessna here. So when speaking about STEM countries, we have to mention a group of states that represent CIS, which in the full expression is Commonwealth of Independent States. And we should ask the question, what's the difference between STEM countries and CIS? So basically, one thing, STEM countries are only geographical term, and for another, they do represent neither political or economic union like CIS. But most of the STEM countries are CIS members. So let's move to the airport specifics, where we will focus on traffic rights, handling, visa, and third-party services. Once talking about the airport specifics, I briefly show you the most used entry and exit points, inform you about the required documents to obtain the clearance, and any applied restrictions you should be aware of when planning a trip to